Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a new type of video. My most recent course, Cape Saunders, came out a few weeks ago. Got a lot of positive feedback on it, and so I thought it'd be fun to kind of do a little playthrough today and just provide my own commentary, a little bit of background for the course, my thought process on designing the holes, and what I like about the course and what I think I could have done better on. 2 weeks later, kind of looking back and reflecting on it. So here we go. We're going to hop into Cape Saunders, Course Design HQ. Here we go, opening tee shot. This course was loosely inspired by Bandon Dunes Sheep Ranch. Kind of that style, no sand on the course at all. It's all grass bunkers. And first hole, I really just wanted to be a nice gentle opener, par 5. It was originally in a par 4, but I ended up moving the tees back to be a par 5. And just a subtle strategy, you choose the right side up on this kind of, on this side of the little hill. Left side, you're kind of going to be funneled down. You have a worse angle into that pin. But if it's, some holes are kind of pin dependent on how you play the hole. So let's just send this one. I'm terrible at this game, by the way, so let's just hope I don't do too bad. All right, sweet. 221 in. Really like this first green. This is probably one of my favorite greens on the course. 5-iron. My clubs are all messed up. I don't play this game enough. I just design. This might be okay, though. This might be decent. Needs to sit down a little bit. That's okay. It's going to be a tough chip from here. Okay. Man, not good at this game at all. So yeah, Cape Saunders was just kind of a fun little project I was working on. Just kind of messing around, just, I wouldn't say messing around, but just trying new things, no bunkers, crazy elevation change, just stuff like that. I mean, I really thought when I submitted this to the data, to the database, it might not get, it might just be approved or something. Like, it might be even not approved. I was like, this course is just ridiculous. But I've got a lot of, good feedback from this course, and people say, like, you did this really well. So I'm really glad people embrace the craziness of this course. It really is pretty unrealistic, honestly. Get in there. There we go. Yeah, hole 2, one of my favorite par 3s on the course there. I really didn't use the flatten brush, or my strategy with this course was to not use the flatten brush as much as possible, so I can create these more, natural looking hills. Okay, drivable par 4 here. Difficult to run it up, but you can drive it with a 3-wood. It's possible. The green is a bit treacherous, though. Not sure I'm a huge fan of this green shape looking back at it. I really wanted to create danger around the sides and stuff. Don't know if I pulled that off, but it is only 270 yards, so you can always lay back. And that might be gone. Another nice reminder that I forgot to add the OB on this course, so that's always good. So we're just going to be hacking it. Yeah, I forgot to add the OB. That's on me, folks. I'm making a mess of this one. Anyway. I'm playing. Making a mess of my own course. There we go. Finally, triple bogey. So yeah. Anyway, I just want to thank everyone for all the, all the feedback I've gotten for this course. Just people who've played it. Especially B101 for giving it a playthrough on his channel. That really means a lot, and all the kind words, especially from someone like you in the community who's probably one of the better designers, if not the best designer in the game. So I really appreciate you showcasing my course on your channel. It really means a lot. We as designers, we all know, you know, plays don't mean everything, but you put a lot of hard work into these courses, so it's really cool to see other people play them and enjoy them. And so I just want to say thank you to all the people who've played this course and, you know, given some feedback on it. This is one of my favorite greens on the course, kind of sloping from left to right. You can kind of run one down. There's a lot of holes that are like that on this course using the ground game. Can I putt is the question. There we go. Moving on to hole 5. Probably my least favorite par 3 I've built on this course. Tried to kind of have something where you could run it off the left side. And I think maybe it was the green shape or something. It just did not work. I'm just going to try to hit one right here. Should work out pretty good. We got a perfect. What if we got a hole-in-one on my own course? Go in. Go in. Go in. Oh! Yeah, I think the sculpting on the screen I probably could have done a little bit more with. Maybe taken a little more time as I miss another putt. I don't play this game at all. I just design on it. So whenever I hop in to make these videos, it's always a nightmare. This was one of the most difficult holes I had to design on this course, especially when we get to the green. I'll show you why. Tee shot's okay. This hole is so, like, there's so much elevation change that flattening the green was super difficult to make it playable. And this is about as playable as I can make it. Like, it's just, look, these mounds here, it's just ridiculous. Like, if you roll off the front, you're rolling down 40 yards. So, at least it's a par 5. That's what I told myself while designing this. But, get lucky. Get up. You'll see. This will roll all the way down. And you don't want to come up short of this this little tier there. But we got to the top tier, got a little birdie putt. But yeah, this is one of the last greens I sculpted. I was kind of waiting until the end to finish this one. Because it was just so ridiculous. It was not playable for a while. And playtesting this hole was difficult because I'd have to figure out how to, you know, kind of just get through this one as I was moving throughout the round. But hole 7, 170 feet downhill. Probably my favorite hole in the course. Or 10 might be my favorite hole in the course. This might be my second favorite. Just a great view down to the water. A really good opportunity for a 400-yard drive. Let's see if we can get one here. There we go. This should carry like 320. Oh, it's like 350. We're not gonna reach 400 though. Yeah, if you get downwind, you can definitely get close to it. Everything kind of funnels in on this hole. This will probably end up pretty close to the pin. Not bad. Probably about 20 feet. Yep. This green's kind of got like a spine right here. I worked a little bit with spines on this course, and especially with my new course I'm working on right now, doing a lot with spines and just like kind of smaller slopes on greens. On my last course I built, Tawari Toro, or no, it wasn't my last course, but my last contest course, Tawari Toro, for World Cup of Design. I got a lot of comments. I did a lot of tiered greens, and so I've really been working over the last year to just make my greens a lot better. Here we go. Got a drivable par 4. A little bit of a slope here. I really like this kind of stretch of holes. 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably one of the better stretches of holes on this course. Although you do get some nasty chips up a lot of feet. But you do kind of have a helping slope here. Pitching wedge. Let's just try to flip this up. And we suck. Okay. This is definitely one of the craziest, probably the craziest course I've ever designed. Just, you know, visually, I think it's really cool because you have all the elevation change. You can see the water on basically every hole. But it's hard to make it playable, you know, with this kind of undulation change. But I still kind of, you know, while designing a course like this, ooh, we wanted to stay left here. That's the strategy. While designing a course like this, you know, you still have the same basic, you know, hole design ideas. You know, you're just implementing them in a slightly different way. And I think I always try to overdo it a little bit with strategy and just like I think too much, like, oh, we got to have a bunch of bunkers here, you know, and you got to carry this bunker, and someone's like, no, like the fairway can be wide, or, you know, it doesn't have to be the same type of strategy all over and over again. And I think that's a problem with a lot of my courses. They're just not that fun to play, you know, it's just kind of the same hole over and over again. And I think with this course, it's a lot more fun to play. There's a lot more fun shots to hit, you know. Lots of uphill, lots of downhill. And you'll see with the next hole, my favorite hole in the course, hole 10. I mean, B101 said in this video, and I definitely agree with him, there's no layup zone. As B101 said, give me a reason not to go for it, and there really is none. Like, me putting this bunker is saying, hey, 360-yard, 100-foot downhill, par 4, just give it a whack. So that's what we're going to do here. Let's see if we can drive the green. Hit it fast, but I've sculpted this that it should get pretty close. Oh, wow. So, yeah, pretty wild sculpting there. I had to add this little backstop in the back because, as you can see, I kept rolling off the cliff during playtesting. So this front pin can be tough to stop, but, you know, you're just chipping on the green and hopefully making birdie. There's no way we miss this, right? There we go. Hole 10, probably my favorite hole in this course. The strategy's not very good, but it's just a really fun hole just to hit a super downhill shot. And I really like the sight line on that hole as well. All right, hole 11, probably one of my least favorite par 3s on this course. I always want to have a stunner par 3 on my courses that are along the water, and I think I just failed with this one. The framing didn't work right. The bunkers in front didn't work right. The sculpting over here didn't like work out with the shadows. It kind of looks a little interesting. It looks all right with the water in the back, but I think we could have done a little bit more with it. Let's try to hit a good shot, though. I don't really think it's bad. I just think I could have done better with it. I think I've created better kind of stunner par 3s in this one. The green itself, I think, works pretty well. As we miss another putt. I never shoot under par in my course playthroughs because I'm awful at this game, but we're hanging in there right now. This is another one of those holes where it's like, is this realistic? Like, it's just way uphill. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's kind of a little tier, smaller green. Not too long of a hole, but it would definitely play a lot longer. As we absolutely yank one, it might roll off the edge here. Lots of helping slopes on this course, as you can see here. There's only a few holes that have hurting slopes. Try to knock this in. Also, a little fun fact, when I started this course, when I created the plot, I started out by placing about 10 or 11 greens. I just found green sites and put little greens. And so there's about 9 or 10 holes out here that have those original green sites where I put the greens first and then created a hole to the green. Like there was no, I didn't look for a hole first. I just put a green down where I thought, oh, this would be a cool place on this plateau or in, you know, in this kind of bold area. And then about probably 4 or 5 of the holes here, I don't remember which ones there are, but about 4 or 5 are those. They're the exact greens that were laid out on probably the first 30 minutes I built this course. And so I believe hole 15, which is coming up soon, that's one of the holes that was original, I believe. We'll get there in a sec. This hole's definitely got a wild green. This is one of those holes that it's just so uphill that it doesn't play. As we miss another putt. It doesn't play to its yardage. I don't think this course plays to its yardage. I think it's about 6,400 yards. I think that's what it's listed as from the tip, 64, I think. But it doesn't play as a 6,400 yard course. You know, people will be like, "Oh, it's just a nice little short course." Like, no, it's not. You know, downhole, like this hole's gonna play like 530, not 630. Funny thing, these little trees here are to prevent people from going down 13 because everything's kind of an interconnected fairway, as well as these trees right here to kind of block you out from coming this way. I also created these little kind of grassy bunker things, which you'll see throughout the course. They're on purpose. These little grassy bunkers. It's not like I sculpted a bunker and forgot to cover it back up when I placed fairway over it or something like that. They are here on purpose. It's to kind of screw you if you try to cheat your way around this hole. I really want you to play down this avenue towards these bunkers. Let's try to send one here. And we're about to find out again that I did not add out of bounds, so you are free to just hit from the other side of the fence. And we are just going to absolutely send this one. What the heck? Where are we at? So yeah, this is the 6th green right here. And I've never done that before. And I've never play tested from over here, so yeah, you're not supposed to be over here. My gosh. Well, we've got to look at the green here. Solid shot. Run through the bunker. We still got a chance to get up and down. This hole, you're kind of supposed to run it on the left side the closer you play to those fairway bunkers. Obviously, I did not listen to my own advice and went the complete other direction, but that's usually how you're supposed to play this. I put those two little bunkers in, or those two grass bunkers in front just to add some interest to your second shot coming in, because it is kind of a bold green. All right, 15th hole. I think this was one of the original greens we had here, and it's kind of everything's kind of crowned here. You know, you can see the pins. There's one pin there, one pin there, one pin here, one pin here. And it's just a short little par 3, little plateau green. And I think that was just originally there. I just put that green down. I sculpted a little bit to create these kind of little depressions right here. Kind of act as bunkers running off. We're going to try to just spin something in here. Pretty good. Can we get a hole in one? Hole in one? Oh, sit. And that's what I mean. This is one of the toughest holes, especially if it gets windy out here. This hole can get really, really difficult. Sit down right there. Still sitting at about 3 over right now. It's okay. Another fun fact as we go to the 16th. A lot of these holes crisscross, so over here you will see as this is the 4th green right here, coming from this direction, right? You have the 6th tee box coming this way, going to the right, which crisscrosses this hole. Then you also have hole 7, which goes from up there. That's the really downhill hole with these 2 bunkers on the left, down to the water. And 16 just cuts right across all of that. Like here's kind of 4 right here. Here's the 4th fairway. You can see there's the 3rd green. And, you know, the strategy here, you can go left or right. Most likely you want to go right to have a better angle in to this pin as we duck yank one. That's okay, though. This hole I think I could have done a little bit more with, and you'll see why when we get to the next few holes, especially 17. Go. It's a little two-tiered. It doesn't work too bad, but I think maybe I needed to do a little bit more with 17 and 18. 2 over. 17, I really just wanted to have people try to drive these bunkers, but if it's into the wind, you kind of have to play back here, which I think maybe make this fairway a little bigger over here. Because if you carry it, it works fine. You have a little pitch shot, as you can see here. So kick down here, you'll be right in, kind of in front of these little grass bunkers. And try to flip something up. But it's kind of a similar green to 17. What was that? So bad at this game. We'll have a little look at par here. There we go. Par on 17. And then 18, I really wanted to have a gentle finisher. So I went with kind of a shorter hole. And again, going back to like the crisscrossing holes and stuff. Hole 17 is over here. And it comes this way to it comes this way to the green. And if you can, well, I'll show you from over here. The 17th tee goes from there all the way down to over here, the green, right? And you walk to the, I guess you walk over here, and then 18 crisscrosses 17. So it's just, this course is completely wild. It's all over the place. Two ways to play this hole. You can try to go for it over here, just get down to this little area, or you can lay back with a lesser club, which is the smart play. You should just come up short of this bunker right here and have a pretty simple little wedge shot in. Try to flip something up here. It's got to go probably. Now it's got to sit. Yeah, this is kind of one of the misses area. Like if you miss, this is one of the areas you'll kind of fall down into. It's a pretty flat green, honestly. It just kind of rolls off on the left into this little valley down here. Tough shot, chipping up. Oh. You know, make this for 2 over. And we've made a mess of the last hole. Look like me today on the real golf course. I lipped out 4 times today on the real golf course. Just can't putt. And I can't play this game. Cape Saunders is not supposed to be difficult, but I'm making it look difficult. Alright, let's not putt past. Alright. There we go. Made the putt. 75. Cape Saunders. So yeah, I really enjoyed making this course. It was a lot of fun to make, and I hope this video was kind of cool for you guys to see kind of my thought process on designing some of the holes and what I liked and didn't like about, you know, the course looking back at it now. Maybe I could do a couple more of these videos just on other courses I've done, especially my courses from a long time ago. I can see how far I've actually come. But yeah, this course, I think this is probably my best course to date. I believe it will be going on the Kinetic Tour soon. So yeah, if you're on Kinetic, look out for that. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's not too crazy for you. Yeah, and just to thank you to everybody who's played this course and given feedback. It really means a lot to me. I'm really proud of how well this course has done. It really exceeded my expectations, you know, when I put it out. It was just kind of a fun little course that I made. And so I'm glad people really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you like this video, feel free to like the video and subscribe. We're sitting at about 120 subscribers right now. I'm looking at kind of getting back into some content. You know, haven't had a lot of time recently. I've just been focusing on designing holes, designing courses. I've got a new one coming soon. But yeah, hopefully get back into some more content. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.